think as referrals it would really like this. So then she gets those 5. Hi, John. My name's Chris Hunsker. I'm a massage therapist. I think you had Sally kind of referred me to you that you might be interested in that. I charge $80 a massage, but as a referral, I'm giving a 25% discount, or it would be for $60. Now, what she did was, in 90 days, she went from no customers to a clientele base of 1,000, all of whom were paying her $80 a pop. Do you understand what I mean by acquire customers at a break-even on the front end so that you can make money on the back end? Sometimes people's connections are worth more to you than their dollars. Guarantee your purchases through risk reversal. Now, I have finally got some gray hairs. I don't know if you guys can see them. There's only 4 of them, but they're coming in. And as a consultant, you make more money if you have gray hair. Do you guys understand that? When you're 27 and you're a consultant, people do not like to pay you a lot of money. And so that was one of my struggles. I wanted to come in and say, hey, I'm half as old as you, I've got less experience than you do, but if you pay me lots of money, I'll tell you how to get better. It was kind of a hard sale. So what I needed to do was lower the risk. So when I did my first training classes, I would sit down. Mrs. Fields Cookies was one of them. I went in and I said to him, here's the deal. I'll do these customer service training classes for you. At the end, let's have people evaluate them on a scale of 1 to 10. If 95% of the people don't rate me as 7 or higher, then I will give you all the classes for free. If they rate me as 7 or higher, then you said it would be one of the best scores that you've ever had, and you pay me my fee. Find a way to reduce the risk for your customers so that you take on the risk up front. Make sure it's a fair and equitable trade, but reduce the risk so that they can do that. Look at developing host-beneficiary relationships, where there are people who work with the customers that you need. So find those organizations, find those people, and work with them. And it's exactly what's going on right here today. Find a way to develop a host-beneficiary relationship. If you want, write this name down, Jay Abraham, J-A-Y, and then Abraham. He's written 2 books, and in both of the books he goes over some of this stuff in detail. They're probably 20, 25 bucks a piece. It's half of the stuff I paid 10 grand for, and it's just awesome information that you can use. I'm going to stay away from direct mail for now. Running special events or information nights. These are so great for building your business. Interior designers, like for you guys, interior designers can't work with the same people that you guys need to work with. Is there a way for you to get together with them? Can you go visit with them? Can you pull groups of them together and exchange thoughts and ideas and trends and what's going on? Could you get together 15 or 20 of them and write a publication on 5 trends in home design that you need to know not to get left behind? By using these kind of relationships to go forward. Acquiring qualified lists. I love doing this one. This is one of my absolute favorite market. I would say I use this particular marketing technique as much or more than anything I've ever used. And that is this. There are so many affinity groups out there. The Kiwanis Club, the Rotary, the Optimist Club, the PTA, right? The Home Builders Association. I was working with a hospital and I decided that, wow, I have some really good information around customer service for hospitals. So I put together this program for them. They said it was the best they'd ever had. So how do I go to a bunch of other hospitals and say, hey, you've never heard of me. I don't have gray hair. I'm kind of young, but I have killer material. You want to hire me? So what I did was, remember, acquire people at break-even on the front end so that you can make money on the back end. I noticed that the Arizona Association of Hospital Administrators was having their conference in Phoenix. I lived in Phoenix. Very low travel cost. So I call up, and now the keynote speaker gets paid 10 grand, right? I'm not going to compete for that. But you know how at conferences they always have the keynote and then they have the little breakouts? And some of them are really good, and some of them you wondered where they got the people from. So I call up the event organizer and I said, hey, listen, my name's Chris Hunsker, and I have just finished developing some new material around customer service in the healthcare industry. And I've piloted it, and I'm looking for a live audience to share it with. I noticed you have your conference coming up. Could you use a keynote speaker? If you would pay for my hotel room for the night, I'll take care of my own transportation costs, and I'll waive my fee because I need live feedback about the material. Now, if you're an event planner and you're out of budget, you can't bring any more speakers, and here's a guy with cutting-edge material offering to speak for free, what would you say? And I get to now talk to 100 CEOs of hospitals, directors of nursing. How easy would it be for me to get a list of 100 hospital CEOs and then get their phone numbers and speak to them? Almost impossible. But by going in and doing this little keynote speech, right, little breakout thing, I got to talk to 100 of them, picked up 8 clients, and booked $350,000 worth of business. you think it was worth it? And got the free hotel night with my wife, away from the kids, rock and roll. You gotta be thinking, man. You gotta balance all areas of your life here. One great suggestion that I'd ask you to take away that you can use is put together a talk that you can give in a half an hour, 45 minutes, or an hour. And give it a good title. You know, 10 marketing mistakes most small businesses make, 7 things you need to know about purchasing a cabinet, the 3 mistakes most people make when they remodel their home, 4 reasons why home builders need to be treated with respect, you know, 3 reasons why you should never trust a home builder. You know, pick wherever you want to go or what you want to deal with. And then go and look and draw a circle. Where can you drive within 2 hours of your office? That's your territory. Now within that, look at all the Kiwanis, Rotaries, Optimists, everybody that meets. Because don't they meet on a regular basis? And now, help me on this. How hard is it to find a good speaker? Are there times you meet and the meeting isn't, I hope this is good. It's, please, Lord, don't let this suck. We've got to have membership retention. We can't have another bad meeting. All right? Then what you want to do is go into that and you call them up and say, hey, I've got this material, I've put it together, I think it's really important in the current economy for people to understand. There's a lot of bad information out there. Could you guys use a luncheon speaker? It's going to put you in front of people that are connectors, they're involved, they're out in the community, they're people that are doing stuff that are exactly, and if they can't buy your services, they know somebody who does. 3 keys, if you will, to doing this. Number 1, don't have any handouts. Okay? Have great information that people want, and then at the very end of your talk say, you know, I wrote a white paper about this, about 5 or 6 pages long, that really goes into detail of some of the stuff that I talked about. If you want to, bring me up your business card, make sure it has a current email address on it, and I'll be happy to send it out to you. How much money did you spend in ink? How much money did you spend in paper? How many email addresses did you just get? How much does it cost to email market? Yeah, but don't do this. That might be, you know, uncomfortable for you. Now, what would happen if you were to schedule one of those a week for the next 50 weeks, and you averaged 30 or 40 people in each session, and you got 20 or 30 of those emails each time, and you built up a database of 1,500 to 2,000 email addresses of people who've seen you speak, have a personal connection with you, you've given them valuable information, now you can market to them. You can begin to develop business. How much money did this cost? And when you are a small business and you have more time than you have money, leverage your time to help you make money. Increase the perceived value of your product or service by better customer education. Let them know who you are and what you do differently. You can charge more for your product or service. I can't tell you how many people, because inside information, right? Every industry has inside information. Make it public, people pay you twice as much money for it. Think Starbucks. Well, we get this special bean from over here and we grind it this way and we put it through this kind of machine. It's no different than what Dunkin' Donuts has been doing for 50 years, all right? All they did was take the whole process of selections of beans and buying and grinding them and how you choose to brew them and what you do with them, and they took it from behind the counter and put it in front of the counter and charged you $4 for the cup of coffee instead of 50 cents. I'd say that's pretty good. And you guys feel cool spending the money because you're like, I don't drink Dunkin' Donuts crap like that. I'm sophisticated, man. I got Starbucks. So you hold the band out here so you know. And they get you to advertise for them by involving your own ego. Does that kind of make sense? That's the direction you're looking at going. We'll pass on public relations for now. Let's look at increasing your transaction value. One of the first things you can do is learn how to cross-sell and upsell what you have going on. In other words, if I'm working with a home build, if I have a pool, I had a guy who was a pool company. He had installed pools. So what I got him to do